Just before we start, this video will be based on my opinion, so please don't get offended. So, today's topic will be Battlefield, but to be more specific, I will talk about older versions of Battlefield series, not the new ones. So, you might ask, what the hell is Battlefield? Battlefield is a large single-player, multiplayer online game that takes combat in different periods and different locations with different factions. We will go from the first Battlefield game till Battlefield 3, because rest of the Battlefields like Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5 are terrible and just disappointment in a total. And Battlefield 4 is just a lens flare simulator. We will start with original World War II series called Battlefield 1942. That game was amazing. It gives you tons of single player multiplayer maps plus many more community made maps. There are a few factions you can choose to play with depending on the map, such as Britain, Germany, Imperial Japan and USA. I have played thousands of hours in that game, especially playing as US against Japan. The best maps in the game were Battle of Iwo Jima and Wake Island. Then there is Battlefield Vietnam, a fantastic game based on the Vietnamese War. First ever game I played based on that time period, so it was fantastic to fly Hueys and use M16s to kill some VCs. Since the game was old, I never really managed to get it to work online. As the title says, you can already guess the factions based in the game, which is US forces such as US Army, Marines and Green Berets, South Vietnamese Army and North Vietnamese, which adds NVA and VCs. Game itself was published back in 2004, but it still has large amount of people playing on private servers, even today. Most commonly played maps in the game I remember was Ia Drang, Operation Hastings and Khe Sanh. Truly amazing maps, and the game itself is 10 out of 10. Would napalm jungles again. Now, I would save the best for the last, but since I'm going in order, I will use it now. Battlefield 2. Holy camole, that was the best and still one of the greatest first-person shooters I have ever played. I remember when I got that game first time back in 2005, I had it on an old CD case with a code that you had to enter to install the game. Battlefield 2 took the FPS genre to the next level. It made other FPS games like Call of Duty or Counter-Strike look shit. What I really love about Battlefield 2 is all of the content that is provided. You have large amount of default maps from 16 to 64 people. You have 3 factions, use United States, People's Republic of China and Middle East Coalition. You also have a large amount of vehicles to choose from air to land and also classes with tons of weapons. Another thing why Battlefield 2 is a great game is because of the AI. This game has a smart AI, even if it's a bot. To make game into a challenge, I would highly recommend to play on expert mode, which turns AI into a professional players. The only thing that really pisses me off in a game is a grenade spam. The grenade spam is just overused in a game. You cannot escape it. The most famous and most played maps I have played in Battlefield 2 are Strike at Karkand and Gulf of Oman. Then there was Battlefield Bad Company 2, which introduced destruction effects on buildings and terrain, which blew my mind. I never really got to play online, but the story mode was amazing. That feeling when you have a grenade launcher and enemies hide behind the wall and you know that he will not survive it. Then the last Battlefield I played was the third one, I have barely played online because I didn't have much access to Xbox 360, but the story mode was interesting. I really enjoyed the graphics as they made all battle scenes look realistic, and the destruction level of the terrain and building was mind-blowing. I really enjoyed the missions as I had to fight my way through rough combat situations to find some missing nukes. I would really recommend others to play this series, and I won't be making any statement about new releases as they really have disappointed me. But anyway guys, if you have any ideas for any content I should make a video about, then let me know in the comments. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Ciao.